Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast on a Wednesday following what do we call this? A very emotional episode of AEW Dynamite. Yes, happy birthday, Jay Briscoe. Would have been 39 years old today. Fun episode tonight. Fun episode. Some really good matches. But before we get into that, we're gonna start with some news. You guys know what to do. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Hit that like button. Super chats and super stickers, of course, are open. If you're on Team Twitch, you can share bits, you can sub, you can gift subs, all that kind of stuff. Every little bit helps. Check out the links in the description. There's some great merch. Great merch for sale. Hey, starting, I believe it's tomorrow on the Spreadshirt merch site for Smash This Podcast, well, and TNI. I run both of them. From tomorrow through the 30th. So through the weekend, I believe that is 20% off. So really good sale going on right now. Go check it out. A lot more than just tees for sale. Stickers, buttons, cups, mugs, all sorts of stuff. Let me know what you're snacking on tonight. Let me know what you're sipping. Got myself a cold Old Milwaukee NA. Yeah, I agree with Chuckopedia here. Let's talk about this for a minute. Glad the Briscoe ban is over, and somewhere Jay is smiling, knowing his brother gets to do what they love. Yeah, and it's not that he's just banned from wrestling, but banned on one of the biggest shows in wrestling today. So it's they did Jay proper tonight. They really did. It was great to see. They did a tribute video. They had several people wearing the J band, and then along with Mark, I can't even repeat that. You're so goofy. Yeah, so I don't know, who specifically was in charge of what as far as whoever Tony Khan was dealing with, putting some sort of tribute on television, but obviously there were some conversations that took place, and they had to be more than positive conversations. It's not just, well, you didn't let us do this and you didn't let us do that. You can't have a conversation like that. You got to talk about the man himself. And I don't want to hang on this subject forever, but let's just say that they made up for it tonight. You know, there's no sense in hanging on the negativity from last week. Yeah, it was upsetting, but this week is a new week. Mark Briscoe's on TV. That was a huge step. I think shocked a lot of people, including myself. I was like, oh my goodness, here we go. I can't even imagine being in his shoes doing this. But I was talking to my wife, you know, Mrs. Bone, and I said there is a tremendous amount of faith flowing through that man and that family and the people around him. They're all lifting each other up, and that's what you got to do in situations like this. You know, that's how you keep going. You put it in the hands of the man upstairs, and then you keep going. So it was amazing to see that tonight. It was a short but sweet video, and that's one of those things where people are going to say, "Oh, it should have been longer." Blah 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 blah. No, look, let's be happy that it happened. Okay, let's just be happy that it happened. Everyone else in their uncle can make longer tributes from here to Kingdom Come. It's fine. Let's just be happy it happened. Chuckopedia says J-Bone, the first Ring of Honor tribute show for Jay Briscoe, will appear on their YouTube channel in just about 2.5 hours for everyone to enjoy. Awesome. So, folks, if you are not subbed to Ring of Honor's YouTube channel, make sure you go there, hit that notification, and stay here for now. Don't leave here. But they've also said it was going to be on the Honor Club for free. So if you are an Honor Club member, or even if you're excuse me, or even if you're thinking about signing up for the Honor Club, it's going to be for free on there. It's not going to be behind a paywall. Okay, this isn't somewhere, oh, TK is going to put this on here and try to get people to sign up for subs. No. TK ain't like that. Okay, people can say whatever they want about TK. He may not be the greatest professional wrestling booker per se, or wrestling company owner per se, but TK's doing right by this family. Okay, I haven't heard specific details, but from what I'm hearing, like through the grapevine, people talking to people close to the source, we'll just put it that way. People close to the source are saying TK is doing absolutely everything he can in his power to help this family through this. You can't deny that. Like you said, you can say, oh, he screwed up this booking on this pay-per-view and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. He's doing right by this family. That's what matters right now. William Gardner, Midwest Bone is live. That's right. Let's talk about what we may have in our soon to be near future. Let's talk a little bit of Impact news. I think I saw someone in there earlier saying that they were only here for the Impact news. Well, guess what? You're in luck. There is a little bit of Impact news. Actually, there's a lot of Impact news. Let's start out talking about one of their biggest, and when I say big, he's a big guy, newest stars on the roster. We are talking about Big Con. Now, love him or hate him, the news coming down the pipe is that Big Con, is now officially signed to Impact Wrestling. And he has inked a multi-year contract. Terms not disclosed. It's fine. It's fine. But it's just great to see because the guy's been around for, well, I'll just say I've been a fan of his for well over 10 years. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Ascension. I am old school Ascension. I got the tag team up on my wall right over there. Big Con and what's the other guy's name? Victor. Are you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. Don't you make fun of me. All right. So that's one big piece of news. Now, here is a tremendous piece of news. And this is, well, this goes hand in hand with this other part I'm about to tell you. Mark's giving you a shout out.
Hello, Mark.
Says Mrs. Bone. Mrs. Bone says hello. So if you missed the I'm so used to calling it like a media scrum or whatever. Whatever they call it. Interview. Live interview. Whatever they call it. Tom Hannafin interviewing Frankie Kazarian, another one of the newest members of the Impact roster. Legend. The legendary Kaz, if you will. Great interview today. Great interview. Nice to see T&I's We Talk Indies. Ashley was part of the show. Great to see. I know she was kind of representing her own thing, but still, still nice to see. So right at the top of the show, before they started doing the question and answer session with Frankie, they said that there is a new thing happening with Impact Wrestling and Chicago's own Cicero Stadium. They have formed a season pass, multiple dates for Chicago, including Bound for Glory 2023. Let me go over the dates real quick. We got Spring Slugfest, April 28th / 29th. It's right after my birthday, babe. Just saying. We got, no, I would never hint at, no. We got Chicago Heat. That's July 28th and 29th. And then we've got Bound for Glory weekend. We got the 21st and the Fallout, the 22nd of October. So those are going on sale tomorrow. I think tomorrow. They got general admission tickets for all the days. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days General admission tickets for $50. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Now, if you want the titanium, you want that pretty titanium. It's nice and shiny. You're going to have to fork out about 500 smackaroonies. Honestly, that's still not a bad price. Front row plus all the perks that come with being in the front row for 6 dates. That's a steal. That is a steal. Considering other companies charge you $500 for one seat for one date. Perfect example. Front row, house show, not even a TV taping for WWE downtown Milwaukee, few weeks before WrestleMania. It's like a weekend show or it's like a Saturday show or whatever. Front row, over $500. I looked it up just for shits and giggles today, just to see what they were selling tickets for. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I would expect that for like a Monday night or a SmackDown taping. House show? Really? Come on. I mean, is there some like astronomical name coming back that they need to be charging this much for, even at house shows? Come on. Better be gold under them there seats. So yeah, huge. Well, okay, here we go. Front row Bill says, my birthday for Chicago Heat. So that is the July dates. Okay, that's cool. Bill's celebrating his birthday in Chicago in style. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be there for all of them. I'm going to dig into my financials and see what I can do. But this is going to be a crazy year for Impact Wrestling. And it's great to see this company doing it with, even if it's a smaller joint. I mean, when I was at Emergence, by the way, the backdrop is up. If you haven't noticed, here's me and Bill. There's me and Trent. There's me and, other way. Me and, come on, finger. Where are we going? Me and Daniel Spencer, and then me and Honor No More up here. So, finally got that done. The 16 by 20 is up. It'll get framed and it'll get hung, but it's up there for now. So, but nonetheless. So when I went to Emergence, there was well over 1,000 people there for Emergence, and even 800 plus the next day. So, Chicago's a good city to draw. You just got to be careful that you don't want to burn them out. So it's good that they're several months apart. So. Mayor says Williams going to be Chicago bound all summer long. So, and it was nice to meet you too. It was, and it was great to see so many people. We had Bison from across the pond. Oh man. Sat right next to Justin and his wife through both days in Chicago. And then there was a bunch of other people that came up to us and got pictures with us. And it was And I don't take that as in, yeah, of course you want a picture with me because I'm J-Bone. No, man. It's like we built T and I we built this organically. We built this because we love the people that hang out with us. Our audience is amazing. And a lot of them came over here to my brand, Smash. So it makes me feel like $1 million when people come up and they say, hey, good to see you. And I can, I can give you guys a hug and say, hey, thanks for going on this journey with us too, because it's good. Bell's boy. Oh, Bell's boy, come on, man. Says, just don't order Mexican food in Chicago with Trent again, or share a bathroom with Bison again. Well, even old bones can, learn a lesson or two in life. So I'm probably going to stick to, good old Taco Bell. It's a safe bet right there. I don't want to get lost at, that side of town and around Cicero Stadium, midnight. It's scary. It's kind of scary. So, all right. So that's the news. Definitely some great news coming down the road here for some Impact stuff. Now, let's see here. All right, let's go over results from tonight's show. And this had a little bit of everything, and it was, like I said, this was an emotional show, but it also had some goofy stuff too. It had you had the drama per se from Billy Gunn, with his sons, the Ass Boys. I'm supposed to call them the Ass Boys, but I'm going to call them the Ass Boys. And the tag champs, the Acclaimed. Looks like, just to sum it up, basically it looks like in the end we're going to get a tag match because those sons of the guns, sons of the gun, whatever. The Ass Boys. We'll keep it simple. Can't mess that up. They want a tag team title shot. So they want that belt. So I don't know when we're getting that. My guess is Revolution, maybe TV. I don't know. It's going to be a long time to wait. We got to wait another month because that's in early March. So, what else we got? We got Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara beating Ricky Starks in Action and Andretti. Fun match, of course. The numbers always playing a game here. When you got more members of the JAS, shenanigans is gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Even with Sting out there. Even with Sting. I'm thinking of the wrong match with Sting. My bad. Sting was not out there. I'm thinking of a different match. Rewind. Erase that. Uh, so what does this thing mean next for Ricky Starks and Action Andretti? I don't know. But JAS can't stand on top forever. Let's talk about that Darby Allin match. That's the one where Sting was in. Jiminy Christmas. Darby Allin defending against Buddy Matthews. This was another amazing match. And certainly another one where the odds were against Darby, considering the rest of Malachi Black, his the House of Black, if you will, came down. And but now, interesting enough, now maybe I missed something, but Ortiz came down to help out with this one. He came down with a kendo stick and he nailed Brody. And Sting got Malachi Black. So then that left everything even. It was just Buddy Matthews and then Darby Allin. He took him out with a coffin drop. Really good match. A lot of fun. Darby is, man, Darby is just killing it. He is absolutely killing it. Jungle Hook won over Ethan Page and Matt Hardy. And it's just another stepping stone for, Jungle Hook to get some momentum going. And it looks like, I don't know, if the fan response is there, as in if you buy enough shirts, they know to keep this team together. It's something different, because you can't have these guys in singles competition. You can't have too much of it. So if you don't have a plan for some of these guys, put them together for a while. It's fine. It's fine. Is it going to be forever? No, but it's fun for now. You got two young up-and-comers, very popular, Hook and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. But this whole thing with Ethan Page and Matt Hardy, that's just a hot mess. They need to quit that. But that's just me. Brian Cage versus Bryan Danielson. Oh my goodness. Now, nothing against Brian Cage. I know he is more than capable of having a banger of a match. He's had some hiccups in the past, as far as not being around. I don't think that's necessarily his fault. Pardon me. But I really didn't know what to expect for this match. Anna says Hook needs to brush his hair. All right. That's Bell's boy says Brian Cage found the ring. It's a miracle. Come on. You guys. No, this match was amazing. And the beatdown that followed, the storytelling, I'm my biggest question out of all this, and it's probably not a thing, but here I'm wondering if Brian Cage, because he did such a bang up job on Bryan Danielson, is he going to be MJF's new muscle? I feel like MJF needs, he doesn't always have to have someone, but he's been kind of, I don't know. I don't want to, I don't know. Should I say it? I don't want to say it. Okay, I'll just say it. MJF's been kind of naked lately. You know what I mean? He usually has a posse around him, and then times change, and that all kind of just goes away. You know, no Tully around, no FTR, no Wardlow. So it. I'd like to see Brian Cage stick around with MJF, but that's probably not going to happen. So I'll just take it for whatever it is. But I felt like today's stuff really worked. Bryan Danielson, though, he beat Brian Cage. And it just, oh, man, it makes, I mean, just bigger picture here, it makes me happy as a fan to see Brian Cage have that good of a match, because I'm hoping it shuts some people up. Now, I'm not going to tell you that Brian Cage has to be one of your favorites. He's not one of my favorites. He's kind of one of my old school Lucha Underground favorites, you know? So I'm always going to have a warm place in my heart for Brian Cage. He's had some hiccups in his career. His exit from Impact Wrestling was a little, you know. But look, that's long gone. This is the here and now. I'm happy with, I'm more than happy how this turned out. Not that I want to see, them pulverize Bryan Danielson, but William M, new to the channel. Salute. Right back to you, bro. Oh yeah, let's thank you for reminding me. Some talk about Timothy Thatcher in the chat. So this thing is going on week by week where Bryan Danielson has to beat the next challenger, and if he doesn't beat him, then he's out of the, he's not going to compete for that title, that little title that MJF's got. The AEW World Title. So then they announced the next one. Right after MJF cut a scathing promo. Oh my God. This kid is not supposed to be this good. I'm not saying he's number one out there, but man, he's good. He's good. And they play a promo for Timothy Thatcher. And lately he's been wrestling for Noah. Now, he used to be in NXT, but I became a fan of his. Wait for it. I think you know what's coming. Can you smell it? Goes back about 5-6 years now on another little streaming service that's not around anymore. Starts with a flow, ends with a slam. That's right, Flow Slam. Can we get some F's in the chat for Flow Slam? People still do that? I don't know. Yeah, see, Mark's all, yeah, Flow Slam. I used to see Timothy Thatcher as Evolve champ, and he was under the tutelage of the one, the only Stokely Hathaway. And that was the best. That was the best because okay, here's a perfect example of how the relationship was. Timothy Thatcher was a man of few words. Okay. He didn't cut promos. He's not a big promo guy. He is a guy that went in the ring, did his thing, and left. He's an ass kicker, you know? It's like a mirror image of Bryan Danielson. Just a little taller. That's how I look at Timothy Thatcher. But Timothy Thatcher would be in the backseat of a car on their way from point A to point B, Stokely Hathaway, yapping. And then right towards the end of it, Timothy Thatcher would pull his earbuds out. Stokely wouldn't see this. And he'd be nodding, and Stokely would be like, "You get what I mean?" And Timothy would be like, "Yes, sir, absolutely, yeah." And he'd put his earbuds back in, and it was hilarious. It was, oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh man. So Timothy Thatcher is in Noah right now, apparently. Noah's in Japan, for those of you that don't know. If you're Impact fans, I'm sure you know what Noah is. But yeah, so I can't wait for this next week. You're going to talk about a dream match. And probably one of the biggest stages that Timothy Thatcher's going to be on. Oh, my Lord. Get ready. I mean, Bryan Danielson has dealt with some stuff, but man. All right. Let's see what happened here. Next, we got the ladies. Toni Storm versus Ruby Soho. I missed some of this, but I saw that Ruby Soho did get the win here, beating Toni Storm thanks to the distraction of someone who was supposed to be in this match, apparently. It was supposed to be a triple threat. Was Britt Baker, but I read she was injured. I didn't hear what it was. She came out all smiles. So I don't know what was wrong with her, but even the announcers sounded a little confused. But yeah, so like I said, there's interesting stuff going on in the AEW women's locker room right now. It's like sides are being taken, sides are switching, and it's an interesting thing to watch right now. If you're not paying attention to the AEW women's division, start paying attention to it because there's some stuff happening, and it's getting better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, I'm not going to tell you it's greater than the Impact Knockouts. What they're doing, no, but it's getting better. It is getting better. So keep an eye on that. You heard it here. Bell's Boy says, J-Bone, do you see, like I do, a potential match between the AEW originals and the AEW outsiders? I think the seeds were planted tonight after Dr. Britt Baker interfered in a Ruby Soho versus Toni Storm match. Maybe, and that I'm guessing that kind of coincides to what I was just talking about as far as sides being taken. I don't know if it's necessarily originals versus outsiders, but however they do it, it could be. It could be. All I know is that Saraya and Toni Storm are up to no good now. So yeah, there's some stuff switching around. And Britt Baker's she went from being babyface to heel to top heel. Now she's slowly going back to being one of the top baby faces. She won't always act like it, but she's getting there. She's getting there. And she's always there with haters, so there's a lot of love for her too. So that's right. The knockouts are the best. There you go. There you go. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, pay attention to it. There's stuff happening now. Let's see. Clicking on the wrong thing here. Last but certainly, get rid of that too. Last but certainly not least, we had the main event celebration of Jay Briscoe with Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal, both getting a ton of love. This is not one of those situations where Sanjay Dutt and Lethal come out and they're all in the camera and shaking their finger, being all heels. No, this was very emotional. This was very, very difficult. Fans were very thankful that if anyone was going to do this, it was going to be Jay Lethal. And I'm completely happy with that because he is absolutely one of the best in the Ring of Honor locker room. And I mean, like, present, past tense, it's Jay Lethal has transcended that. You know what I mean? It could have been a few different people, but I was completely happy that it was Jay. He is a professional, and he and Mark together put on a hell of a match. It was a lot of fun. It was a little, you could tell it was a little tough getting going, you can't blame them. Can't blame them one bit. And but they put on a hell of a match. This crowd loved it. The tribute that they did before the match was great. It was wonderful to see. It was short, but it was sweet. It was like just over a minute long, I believe. But it showed some beautiful cinematic stuff of Jay. Some classic stuff with his brother in the ring, going all the way back to when they both had no hair. You can tell that was those were young. Those were some young years right there. It was just great. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. So, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for tonight's episode and the news coming out of the day that I felt like should be shared with you guys. So by all means, let me know what was your favorite part of the show as we get out of here. Put it in the comments. And if you're watching the replay of this, let me know what was your favorite part. Was it the tribute? Was it the main event? Was it all the great tag matches we had tonight? We had some great tag matches. Was it Darby Allin's crazy defense against Buddy Matthews? That was great. It really was. Darby he has really become one of my favorites on the show to watch. He's transcended that whole stunt guy to the guy can wrestle. He really can. And he is able to tell a damn good story in the ring. But yeah, I'm gonna look more into the Ring of Honor tribute for Jay. Should be on their YouTube channel. See exactly where and well, not where, but when that's gonna start. But nonetheless, thank you for stopping here first. Greatly appreciate it. On your way out, you know what to do. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Life's too short. Love somebody. Take care. Good night.